Good morning. It's Thursday. It's about 6:15 a.m. John's gone off to work. Dog's awake, so we'll see. Prepared. Have my coffee. Smile. A lot of people ask about these Ray Dunn mugs, and I have a lot. I get them from TJ Maxx, but I haven't been to TJ Maxx in a while because when I go to TJ Maxx, I end up buying more than just mugs. So I don't go. Plus, I don't think it's that big of a thing anymore. I don't know. I still like them, and I have a lot. So anyway, morning coffee. And so today I wanted to talk to you about Daily 5. You've seen on my Instagram and my Facebook, I talk about it. It's the 5 things that I need to do daily to keep myself aligned and focused. So that's eat, sleep, move, pray, and create. Not in any order. But it is the 5 things I need to do. And I have a crazy schedule just like everybody else, even though I work from home. So that can get confusing sometimes because people think people that work from home, of course, yes, it's easier and more flexible, but it also means that I'm on 24/7 or 25, whatever. My point is, I still need to stay aligned. I still need to stay focused and intentional. And that's my word. So that goes along with it. I've been doing Daily 5 a couple years. And I'm thinking of turning it into more. But I'm not at that point yet. So the pray thing always for me is first. Seek first. People in the past have asked me, how do you get everything done? Well, first of all, I don't, but I always do God first. Because as long as I align myself this way, then everything that goes on all around, regardless of whether it's good, bad, crazy, hectic, goes the way it's supposed to go, and I can handle it better. If I don't do God first and just get up running, then that's almost like me first, and what happens when we put ourselves in front of everything else. Whirling dervish. That's me. So whether it's spending an hour in my Bible study or reading, or it's 10 minutes, God first. And that is probably something that I highly recommend for people. And I know it's hard for people with small children or people that go to work early. I mean, you can do it in the car. You can do it when you're running. You can do it when you're in the shower. Just take some time to talk to God, and everything else will go, it won't go perfect. It'll go more smooth. So that's my Daily 5. And then sleep, I really am intentional about when I am tired, which is at nighttime, obviously. I am dysfunctional. I don't do things at night because by the nighttime, I am just emotional. I overthink things. I over-dramatize things. I'm just not a night person. I don't think I really ever have been, but if I could have the energy at 7:30 in the evening that I have at 7:30 in the morning, it would be so good. But I can't have that energy all day long. So that's why I do these things now. And that's why if I invited you over, it would be between 6 and 7:30 a.m. And I don't get up at 3:30 or 4 anymore like I used to. I typically lived on East Coast time, and I kind of still do because I want to go to bed early and get up early, but not like it was. Ever since I quit sugar, woo, everything has changed. Everything has changed. So that's my point about getting into eat. So I've gone through pray and sleep. So eat. I don't want to be a crazy or a maniac or like try to like preach you into something different, but man, we have wrecked our world with food that comes in a box and in a bag and in a package. And like I said before in other videos, I've always struggled with food. I've always struggled with body image. I've always struggled with digestion and taking this thing and taking that thing and doing this and not doing that and not eating this and not eating that. For me personally, quitting sugar was a missing link in my wellness, and it really has changed everything. I will talk more about it if you want to. I don't want this to be a I quit sugar promo, because unfortunately the program that I was on, that I did, I Quit Sugar, this Sunday, the 1st, Easter, is their very last program. They're shutting the entire company down. Not because of anything of wrongdoing, but because Sarah Wilson, the person who created I Quit Sugar years ago, she's done. We got a letter, or I got a letter. Everyone probably that's in the program got a letter a couple months ago, going through. She wanted to sell the company. They went through talking to a lot of people about selling it, and she never found the right person. And so she made the decision, instead of selling the company and making a bazillion dollars, shutting it down. She just couldn't find someone that had the right intentions. So that's kind of a bummer, because it really helped me. And I'm on my second round of I Quit Sugar. I don't need a second round. I already have surpassed that 8-week where now I'm set. But I like the accountability. They send you emails and recipes, and I have the books. I bought the books after I started the program. I like that accountability. I like that email that comes in that says, okay, here's your shopping list. Anyway, if you're interested in doing that for 8 weeks, the last I Quit Sugar 8-week program is Sunday. So anyway, eating for me has changed everything. Moving. I think I was over moving because I'm training for the Silo District Marathon in 5 weeks. I was running every day, and then I was running and I was starting to get those adrenaline spikes, and then I'd come home and I'd be crying because I was tired from running, and it was only 8 o'clock in the morning. And after talking to my sister, I changed my running a little bit. But it's about moving my body, getting those hormones released, getting out, getting moving. Even if you only can walk around your neighborhood, or even in your house, stairs. When I had my surgery a couple years ago, and I was not recovering well, and so on top of not recovering well and then having all the issues with not recovering well and not being able to move, it really sent me in a spin cycle. And my doctor, I remember her saying, do like a Pilates type movement, even on the couch when you are on bed rest or you can't get out. If you're just flapping your arms and moving your legs or moving your feet, or doing anything just to get your blood pumping, do it. I'm going to be the boss of you and say do it. Now, on the other hand, like what I learned the other week, if you need to rest. And that's what I learned from the tips that my sister had given me. I need to let my body recover and rest so that I can run farther. Duh. So yay for sisters. And then create. That's what I do. But just because I create with paper and pen and paint and all the products doesn't mean that it means that you have to do that. If you create good Excel spreadsheets, or you're creating a wonderful home to have your small group in, or you're creating an environment in your cubicle, or you're creating relationships at Starbucks, or whatever it is, cultivate. It should be cultivate or community, but I put create. But create can mean all kinds of things. So that's something that I suggest you work on too. So eat, sleep, move, pray, create. And I should say, I shouldn't suggest that, because your 5 might be something different. But I think those 5 things are really good foundations for what you need to do to set your day in the right direction. So that's what I have for you today. And P.S., thank you for all of the support with the Bless You Project. If you don't know what it is and you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to www.blessyouproject.com. I just got another box last night of Kleenex. I'm starting to say tissue because I'm afraid the Kleenex company is going to get mad at me for saying Kleenex. So I got a box of tissue. So that's good. There are people everywhere sewing, so I'm excited to give a report when I have that all organized in my spare time. And happy Easter. I'll just tell you really quickly because it's not super important, but we're having a hard time deciding when to go to church. And honestly, the reason is because there are 72,000 people that go to Saddleback on Easter. Not just to our campus, but we're trying to figure out, do we go on Saturday or do we go on Sunday? Well, Sunday's Easter, so we should go on Sunday. But there are, if we had a helicopter, that would be good because we could just parachute down into our seats, but we don't. And so first world problems is trying to figure out when to go to Easter service. That's terrible. That's true. So anyway, happy Easter, happy Maundy, Thursday, tomorrow, happy Good Friday, and have a good week. I will see you next week.